put yourself smack dab in it. Hey, tomorrow, it don't go away. On the freedom, just might come away.
He's just capitalizing on resentments that politicians have been fanning for years. A fear and anger that's rooted in our past.
Are you kidding? If anyone has stoked racial hatred and divisiveness, it's you and your self-proclaimed wingman, Attorney General Eric Holder, running off to Ferguson, attacking all law enforcement whenever there's a death, even before there's any investigation. And in case you don't remember, Barack, no cops were found to have committed wrongdoing in Michael Brown and Freddie Gray's killings.
You just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving. Never gonna stop till everybody moving on. Love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some brother.
Star Trek. 3 years. I Love Lucy, 5.5 years. Seinfeld, 9 years. The Dave Weinbaum Show, now in my 11th year. I used to open for Rush and Hannity, and now I proudly follow the Eagles and Queen. With 10 years in the tank, now with an eye on 20. The time to get it off your chest is now. They accuse this show of being run by boobs. Well, let me tell you something about us boobs. We're real and we're spectacular. Let's face fact. Barack Obama was anti-American before, during, and after his 2 terms. Now he's become the first president to wire the campaign of his party's opponent, Donald Trump, to overthrow the election in Hillary's favor. And if that didn't occur, he executed the Strzok, Page, McCabe, Comey, Mueller, Brennan, and Clapper insurance policy and did it with large numbers of his administration to execute a coup on President Trump. However, things haven't gone so well. They've underestimated Trump. He's a much tougher foe than anticipated. If Jebby Bush or any of the others would have been elected, first of all, they would have been beaten easily by Hillary. And if by some chance they won, they would have been subject to the same insurance policy, and those people would have turned tail and resigned in shame. So Obama is frustrated. Think about this. He's the only president to stay in D.C. ever after their term. He's going nuts for 2 reasons. Trump has eviscerated both his foreign and domestic policies, assigned 2 excellent Supreme Court justices. He's kicking economic butt, which has dug deep into the base of the Democratic victims by pulling them out of the Democratic plantation. How? With capitalism, not socialism. They've got jobs. They've got the ability now and knowledge to go into business. They too can have the American dream and not have to settle for guaranteed welfare every single generation. Now, these blacks and Latinos are now supporting the white bombastic billionaire. Obama cannot take it, but that might be the least of Obama's worries and the least of the reasons why he's speaking out now. I'll tell you what, he's been exposed. The Republicans have exposed him, the FBI and the DOJ, and we're going to hear about this later. Obama, the chosen one, has been implicated in fully participating in this fraud to overthrow a sitting president. He is desperate and thus talking smack to keep his own tuchus from being tried and convicted. Now, what our job is, we've got the simple part of this, ladies and gentlemen. All we need to do is get our tuchuses and our butts, if you don't understand that in Branson, off the couch and vote Republican November the 6th. Otherwise, all of this goes away, and we will lose our country. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I am here with radio legend Stan Hines. Hi, Stan, how are you?
Good, how are you, Dave?
Good. Lisa's missing right now, and it's not anything, we didn't break up or anything like that. There wasn't a fight. Don't start gossiping out there in Doolittle. We are going to St. Louis to visit, to go to a, political meeting.
Right.
Where I'm going to meet all my compatriots on the, not all of them, but the ones that show up, including Diana Lorraine.
Right.
Who's a star in the show. All right?
Yeah.
So how cool is that? We're going to see Candace Owen and Charlie Kirk. And she's doing some chores. So, anyways, hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. JJ, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Well, this is JJ from Rollin.
Okay, how are you? We don't have caller ID, by the way. By the way, today we got a prize. It's 2 tickets to the Cardinals game on Sunday. You got to look up the time. I think it's 7:05 or 7:15. So that's from Connor from A1 Tech. And call him at 573-458-9175. If you win, we're going to pick him around anywhere from 10 till 12 till 5 till 12, around there. You call him and you get the tickets. Or you don't. Hi there. What's up, JJ?
Well, Dave, 2 things have stuck in my craw this week that just have made me furious. Number one, Brett Kavanaugh. The Dems on that committee showed themselves to be real bozos. They showed the thin veneer of civility has gone from the Democrat Party. They abused this man. They shamelessly promoted themselves for potential slots to be president in 2020. And very little was done to find out what this guy really thinks and what he really believes and how he is likely to be a Supreme Court justice. I found myself cursing at C-SPAN. No, these people just drove me crazy.
Well, even Ruth Bader, what's her name?
Ginsburg.
Gerstein will make a relative of mine. I'm related to all the Gersteins. How about that? But even she spoke out against the political stuff. She didn't specify the Democrats, but it wasn't the Republicans who did that. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And
What's the other thing?
The second thing was John Kerry. This man has shown himself to be traitorous. He has promoted sedition.
Okay, so what has he done?
If there was any collusion with the Iranians, John Kerry's the guy that did it. He brokered this insane nuclear deal with the Iranians, gave them a pile of money, and then after Trump is elected, goes back and talks with the Iranians some more in an attempt to undermine the foreign policy of the sitting president. That is traitorism, as far as I'm concerned.
And by the way, I'm also going to say Jim Hoft, who released that story on the Gateway publication, which, by the way, is on DaveWeinbaum.net if you want to read it. But you're absolutely entirely correct. It's not so much that he did it during the Obama administration. That was bad enough. But in a new president's administration, he's going out and promoting his own foreign policy. That's nuts. And I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
I think it is illegal. That smacks of treason to me, and certainly sedition.
Yeah.
An attempt to undermine the foreign policy of a sitting government, there's no question in my mind.
Yeah.
One last item, and that is the Josh Hawley and Comrade Claire McCaskill debacle. Remember, it's only 52 days till the midterms. And, of course, I've been watching the political ads on TV. Both are shaded. Comrade Claire's, I think, a little more than Hawley's, but Comrade Claire is making much hay over the Medicaid situation, in which Josh Hawley, as the Attorney General of the state of Missouri, became a part of a lawsuit from many other states saying, hey, this federally mandated Medicaid, which is paid for by the states, is going way up. Hawley said, no. He joined with many other states to try to get that stopped. And Comrade Claire is making that out as though he is.
Well, she's got a tough battle because Trump I was supposed to go to a Trump rally last night in Cape Girardeau, and it got canceled because of the Hurricane Flo. So they're going to try to reschedule it next week, and I'm going to try to go if I can. It's going to be a tough battle for Claire, I think. I think Hawley ought to be the favorite. And when Trump comes in, it's going to be and it all depends on us, getting off our butts and going to vote. It's not going to happen by itself.
I am no great fan of Josh Hawley, but I would certainly vote for a bar of soap before I would vote for Comrade Claire McCaskill.
That's too clean for politics.
That's all I have to say, Dave. That's my
JJ,
too.
Once again, thank you for opening my show. I really appreciate it. And this leads the way for other callers. Call the show, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest.
God bless you, Dave.
Now, bless you, JJ. God bless JJ. What a nice guy.
That was the JJ monologue.
Yeah. And he's so steady. I mean, he calls in about the same time, and he actually waited till my monologue was done.
Right.
Because it's hard for me to do. I got to do a little monologue.
Absolutely.
I got to set up the show a little bit. And I don't know who copied who, but Hannity does now. They all do monologues.
Oh, absolutely.
And I did it. I started doing it at maybe a year and a half ago. But it sets the premise. It sets the tone for the entire show. Yeah. And you want to get your best story out first. Let's put it that way.
Right.
But we've got so much following and so much of my show. In the breaks we do the after the breaks, we have the evidence of what I've said during the monologue and beyond.
Right.
All right? And we've got Rabbi Moshe calling live from Israel in about 12 minutes. We've got Laura the Luminator Loomer, who was just eviscerated Jack Dorsey of Twitter for lying to Congress under oath. And where did she do this? In a congressional hearing where he had just lied to Congress. And we've got Amy Cooper Hakeem to talk to us about, bad bosses and other great psychological stuff. And the matchmaker, Deanna Lorraine, who I'm going to see probably today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, even Lisa knows about this. And she'll see her too, I'm sure. And then we're going to follow up with the second half of the Amy Cooper Hakeem team, which is Elad Hakeem, who is a powerful lawyer in Florida and a writer now. He writes for the American Thinker. He writes for Tucker Carlson's Daily Caller. So we got a great show ahead of us. Don't touch the dial. Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring. Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave. Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook.
Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you. Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
You know, we're talking about where the direction came from in terms of the FBI, DOJ, CIA trying to stop Donald Trump and not investigate Hillary Clinton. I found this admission from James Clapper stunning on CNN recently. Watch this.
I'm alluding now to the president's criticism of President Obama for all that he did or didn't do before he left office with respect to the Russian meddling. If it weren't for President Obama, we might not have done the intelligence community assessment that we did that set off a whole sequence of events which are unfolding today, notably Special Counsel Mueller's investigation. President Obama is responsible for that, and it was he who tasked us to do that intelligence community assessment in the first place.
Wow. You know, you think about that. That's Clapper, the ex-head of the DNI under the Obama administration. They were all involved in this. And, you know, you expect intelligence agency guys to be a little bit, well, more intelligent. He just threw Barack Obama under the bus. Barack Obama, and we're going to have the thing up later in the 2012 election, that the real colluders with the Russians were the Democrats, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. Hey, tell Vladimir, he looks around, tell Vladimir we'll be a little bit more flexible after the election. We can do more. And Medvedev, the president, yeah, we'll tell Vlad that. Okay, that's Vladimir Putin they're referring to. So he's got, Clapper has now just proven that B. Hussein Obama was the guy who started this, and then his Justice Department started following little puppy dogs like Page and Papadopoulos around and entrapping them. One, to lie to the FBI. I guess you can't do that. But all this was about indicting Donald Trump and or if he got elected, which was not expected, impeaching his sorry tookus. I mean, this is all coming out, and it's starting to collapse on the Dems. You got Rod Rosenstein. He's the acting Attorney General of the United States. Jeff Sessions decided to sit all this out, okay? He is under investigation by the Inspector General, Horowitz, for committing a fraud against the FISA court using the dossier and signing off on it and not telling the court necessary information. Okay? They have formed a grand jury. And it's supposed to be, as far as we know, about Andy McCabe's crimes. And they were in his office, Strzok and Page, when they talked about the insurance policy. Well, if that grand jury is investigating that, they probably will be empowered to investigate the whole thing. I talk about that later with Elad Hakim, and that should be real interesting. You know what I think we need right now, Stan?
What do we need?
I think we need a Sicilian. You know, I think we need a Sicilian segment. So while you're booting that up, I'm going to do this. Google conspired to throw elections. Google. They fixed the search engines so that things would pop up first that would support Hillary to the Latinos. So they got the vote up. They got the vote out. They figured if Latinos, a lot more Latinos voted, they'd vote for Hillary. Were they surprised when they voted for Trump? You bet they were. That's not the point. They were conspiring to fix our elections, just like the Russians were accused of, only they're effective. This is Google we're talking about. They didn't just buy, a couple ads on Facebook. They controlled their whole search engine to get Hillary elected. Investigations to come. I'm telling you, these search engines and Twitter and Facebook are asking for government regulation. And I don't like government regulation, but you know what? They deserve it. Hit it, Stan. Smile in the mirror each morning. It may be the last one you get back all day. Forget about it. That's when you want to put on in the morning, you know? You look in the mirror. Give yourself a nice smile. Because sometimes, you know, nobody smiles back at you all day. And at least you got one smile that day, right? Stan, I hate to tell you this, but I don't know who beat you up, but you're bleeding.
I am?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been looking at that, and, you know.
The old thin skin thing.
What the hell is that?
You bump into a door or whatever, and it just...
See what happens when you don't answer the calls?
Yeah.
Well, so somebody got a piece of you.
When it happened.
Somebody got a piece of you. He's bleeding out of his arm. Anyways, okay, we're back in the show. Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest. We've got to play the... yes, I know. I'm stalling Stan. While Stan is getting stitched up, I am going to wait because he is going to be back, and he's going to put on the dueling rabbi who's going to be calling here in a couple minutes. So, Stan, you okay?
I'm ready.
All right. Do you want me to call in for some blood or medical attention?
No, that's all right.
All right. Okay. Hit it.
Yeah, 1 second, Dave. You were talking to another rabbi? Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird. Well, we've got a minute or so before the rabbi calls, and hopefully he's not calling his mom right now or having his wife or his kids dial the phone. Hopefully he's using his mobile phone. He told me that was the problem.
Well,
okay, that he was, I don't know what it is. You know, the Israeli lines, maybe his government doesn't want him to call.
That's very possible.
Maybe our government doesn't want him to call. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't buy that.
I don't know,
because he's very, you know, he's an American citizen too, as well as an Israeli citizen,
and Australian.
So, yeah, and Australian.
Yeah,
he's a multifaceted guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a very nice man, but he's also a very smart man.
Yes,
and he's faithful to a fault.
Yeah,
except that he's forgiving. You know, I don't do the holidays much. I mean, I'll go to Yom Kippur and stuff. And I know back maybe 120, 130 years ago, my family probably did it. They probably obeyed all the laws.
Yeah.
Most Jews did back then, you know. When they got to America, I think some of them were a little scared that they didn't want to fall into the same trap they were in Europe.
Right.
Which was if you practice Judaism in the open, you're liable to get killed.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were killed. I'm not just talking about the Holocaust. I'm talking about from the inception of Jews being dispersed in the early years or later years of the Roman, well, not the later years, the middle of the Roman Empire back in 70 A.D., throughout the history of the world.
Was that at the Tower of Babel?
I don't know.
Where they all couldn't understand each other.
Yeah.
They were babbling.
Is that what it is?
Basically.
They were babbling?
Yeah.
That was pretty good, Stan.
That's true, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it, Babel?
Tower of Babel, yeah.
There you go.
But anyway,
they've got
one
church building in the middle of Jerusalem, okay? Church of the Sepulchre. It's got like 11 or 12 Christian churches in it. They're in the same building. They're over one roof, and they all hate each other. I mean, they've been warring for 1,000 years. It's incredible. It's incredible. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, or should I say shalom?
Shalom, Dave.
Oh, my goodness.
Stan.
Hey.
You know, you're giving me heart trouble. I swear I worry about you. I worry about you. All right.
I know you gave Stan heart trouble. I'm giving you heart trouble.
Well, yeah. It's what time does your clock say? It's 2 minutes late.
5:29. I'm actually a minute early.
Well, not according to this clock. Jews are usually ahead of things, you know.
Fine.
All right, that's no problem. It's no problem. You're here. I'm happy. I'm relieved. I don't have to figure out. I don't have to.
New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you too. What year is it? 57, 79. Right?
Yep.
5779. Okay, I knew that. That's good.
And Stan got a new haircut, I see, for the new year.
No, not really. He just cut his hair short. I thought he was bald. He's not really bald. He faked me out on that one.
It's close.
I thought we were going to be called the
hair today, gone tomorrow.
The skinheads. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second most powerful in Israel and his own home, according to his wife Unit. Official rabbi to the state of Missouri. Future rabbi to the Trump Hotel, Golf Course, Spa, and Casino. Rabbi Moshe Rothschild calling all the way from
Israel.
Israel.
I'm ready.
You weren't ready. You were doing something else. Give him another one just for that. Oh my
He's
God.
pretty ornery.
All right.
Okay, well that's my job.
I know.
You can't be a powder puff and do this. Not right in my way. I mean, you got to be on it. I beat myself up before the show. You watch me. I'm slapping myself around just to make sure I'm awake.
Yeah.
All right. So keep my audience awake, will you? Listen to me, Rabbi. John Kerry is meeting with. Oh, I know you're complicit. John Kerry is meeting with Iranian officials and tells them, just wait out the Trump administration, and we'll redo the deal. Your thoughts?
It's treason. It's to approach a government like that when you are not a member of the U.S. government, and trying to encourage them to do something that goes against the United States government policy is absolute treason.
Yes, it is.
And he should be tried for it.
Well, I agree. It won't happen, but I agree.
That's what I think. I mean, it's not going to happen, and but it's not the first time that the members of the Obama administration have done whatever they can to try to hold on to power, or to try to push an agenda that goes against Trump's agenda, and it's an agenda that miserably failed and went against the will of the American people. But they're still trying to hold on.
What's your take on Obama speaking out now like he is, campaigning, staying in D.C. as no other president has after their terms as president?
Yeah, look, they're a fifth column. I mean, Ben Shapiro, who was the U.S. ambassador to Israel under the Obama administration, has stayed in Israel. I mean, that's also unheard of. They can't grasp the fact that they lost. They can't grasp the fact that the Democratic Party was defeated in the last election, and that it was a referendum on Obama's policies, and they just can't come to terms with that. And their behavior is treasonous.
Do you think Trump colluded with the Russians?
I honestly have no idea, and quite frankly, I don't really care. I think what most people should care about is the economy. Is there food on the table? Are there jobs? Is America safer today? Are America's allies and friends feeling more comfortable? I think those are real issues. And I'm past that personally.
Rabbi, speaking of rabbis and enemies, I mean, speaking of friends and enemies, did I say rabbis and enemies? I don't know. It was a long night.
I let it go. It's okay.
Saudi Arabia just acquired Israel's Iron Dome system. They bought it from Israel, and Israel denies this. But here's the bigger question. Is there a chance now that we're making inroads, as we have with Christians, into Islam?
Ooh, we definitely are on a governmental level. Look, there are two stages. Stage one is that cooperation, business cooperation, military cooperation, things like that you just reported that Israel has sold the Iron Dome to Saudi Arabia. That's one level. The next level will be when it's actually recognized publicly, and that's much more difficult because in the Arab world, it's a show of bravado to talk anti-Israel, to talk anti-Zionism, and that is still something that's held in high regard in the Arab world. So all this stuff is first level, below the radar. But when will it change that these things can go public? That I don't know, but that will hopefully be the next level. But even this is unheard of. Israeli relationship with Saudi Arabia, it's unheard of.
Exactly.
The new generation.
Exactly. Hey, the world's oldest brewery was found in Afet, just south of Haifa. 13,000 years old. So we were all drinking back then.
Yeah, I think the beer might be a little stale by now. But
I don't think it's maintained its foam head. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think so.
One more question, Rabbi. Well, maybe a couple. Why did the Clintons share a stage with Farrakhan at Aretha Franklin's funeral? Do they not know who this guy is?
I honestly, I don't know, but I think, I don't know. Oh, like the Clintons, they want publicity. I mean, I don't know why they would share the same.
Well, you know what? I mean, this guy thought Hitler was a great man, and the Jews are the filthy Jews.
Dave,
you know.
What's amazing, Dave, is that the Democrats will point fingers at Trump, calling him a racist, which are, no pun intended, trumped-up charges, and they themselves will associate with guys like Ellison and guys who are known racists. This I'm blanking. What's his name? Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Guys who's a known anti-Semite. They have no problem cozying up to these guys that are 100% anti-Semitic, and at the same time point their finger at Trump, calling him, a racist, and it's so nauseating, to be honest with you. But what is good news, though, Dave, and I thought you'd ask me about this, was that the United States closed the Palestinian Liberation Organization, or the Palestinian Authority, closed their offices in Washington and threw them out.
I'm pretty sure that was last week.
And no, it just happened. It happened over.
Well, they were talking about closing it then. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, well, Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, said, rightly so, that all they've been doing, the Palestinians, is taking money from United States taxpayers and then turning around and criticizing the U.S., turning around and bad-mouthing the U.S., turning around and refusing Trump's peace plan for the Middle East before they even saw it. And
probably paying terrorists to kill Jews. Am I wrong?
Not probably. They are paying them. Why should the United States take taxpayer money and have the Palestinians give them an office in Washington? And so Trump did the correct and moral and ethical thing and said, look, until you guys are ready to talk peace, until you're ready to acknowledge the largesse and the gifts of the United States, then you don't belong here. And finally, someone did it.
Yep. Hey, Rabbi, I tried calling my cousin Tom in jail, but he wouldn't answer his cell phone. Couldn't get a hold of him. Rabbi Moshe Rothschild, calling all the way from Efrat, Israel. And I thank you so much, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom. Happy New Year.
Shabbat Shalom. And this coming week, by the way, Dave, is Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar.
Right.
Your listeners should know that. Starts Tuesday night and ends Wednesday night.
And what's the purpose of it? What is the purpose of Yom Kippur in a very small...
Of atonement, where God, where man, the whole world is judged, and we have to ask for forgiveness for our sins.
You don't sin, do you?
So, Dave, I hope you forgive me.
I forgive you. Do you forgive me?
Okay, good.
What do you mean, okay, good? It's not convincing. I'm in trouble now. That's not a recommendation.
You got to tell me all the things.
It's not a recommendation to God.
Some confessional here.
Oh, wait a minute. Where did the confessional come from? We don't do that, do we? We do it to God in private. We don't speak out loud about our sins, do we? No. All right?
Oh, man. No.
But we have to call the person that we sinned against, don't we? And we have to try to make amends.
That's right. We got to make amends.
I'll be waiting by the phone. Rabbi Moshe Rothschild.
Okay. All right.
Good Yom Tov. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Hi to Yonit and the kids. Bye. All right, that's Rabbi Moshe Rothschild. And I think if you got another Sicilian section that you can put in their segment, and then we're going to go right to break from that, okay? Call the show, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest. My dentist told me to close my mouth together. So just to screw with him, I closed it apart. Forget about it.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Come experience the Rolla Antique Mall, the area's largest and most visited antique mall in a 100-mile radius. With 400 dealer spaces and almost 24,000 square feet, the Rolla Antique Mall offers something for everyone. Celebrating 19 years in business, the Rolla Antique Mall has the most dedicated vendors who keep the most unique items current in their booths. Stop in today at the Rolla Antique Mall on Dillon Outer Road next to I-44. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 5:30 p.m.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Like your favorite savory sausage McMuffin, buttery sausage biscuit, or any size soft drink or sweet tea. And for just $1 each, your morning is sounding better and better. At participating McDonald's for a limited time. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Have you ever gone to a car dealership where they tried to tack on a bunch of hidden fees to that low price? I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees either. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. Shop around and compare prices, but give us the opportunity to earn your business. Next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located on South Bishop and Rolla, next to Mandarin Gardens, or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
But over the past few decades, the politics of division and resentment and paranoia has unfortunately found a home in the Republican Party.
The politics of division has found a home in the Republican Party? That's as ridiculous as saying that this administration is cozying up to Russia. You want to talk about cozying?
This is my last election. Yeah, I understand. After my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah. I understand. I transmit this information to Vladimir.
What were you talking about? Barack, you never answered that question. What would you have more flexibility on after the election? Was it the sale of our uranium? Was it the money you were going to send to Iran? Was it meddling in our election? Was it money to the Clinton Foundation? How about your foundation? Your narrative of Republicans as Nazi sympathizers is a dog whistle to your base.
See, this is so much about projection. This is an old communist tactic, an old spy intel tactic. You accuse your opponent of exactly what you're doing. You shift the blame. And that's exactly what Obama and the Democrats are experts in. And Donald Trump doesn't buy that. He knows what they're doing, and he throws it back at them double. And so do people like, well, me, Janine, and conservatives who have a modicum of testicles. You don't need a lot of them, but you need some to go back against that crap. But if you don't, like the Bushes, who in this case, let me tell you something. I backed George Bush, and I'm really disappointed in the whole family, quite frankly. Yeah. You know, if they say enough things about you, and you don't answer, people think they're true. Now, whether that's presidential or not, I don't know. And personally, I don't care. But I would like to think that the truth matters. And if you didn't do it, if you didn't have a false war in Iraq, then you ought to say so. After all, we're talking about the intel agencies, how smart they are. All the intel agencies back then, and this was right after 9/11, 2001, 2002, 2003, Saddam Hussein had WMDs. He had them. He said he did. All our intel agencies said he did. And so, I mean, who was it? The guy that was a CIA guy, Panetta, for the Obama administration in the first part of it, said it's a slam dunk. They've got it. A Democrat said that. So Bush thought he had ample evidence. Colin Powell thought he had ample evidence. And at that time, after 9/11, are we going to screw around with somebody who's threatening us and has nuclear weapons? I don't think so. So it probably was a right move. Now, did he fight the war right? I don't know. I thought his father screwed up. H.W. Walker Bush, when he went to war with Iraq, he had him whooped. And because the UN said, well, you need to stop now, he stopped. They were miles away from Baghdad. They stopped. So I'll tell you what happened there. The people from Iraq who backed the United States got slaughtered by Saddam. That teaches the Islamic world, or any world for that matter, a valid lesson in who not to trust. And that would be, well, us. And if you look at Barack Hussein Obama, he has backed our enemies. The Muslim Brotherhood, Iran, and all these guys, by letting North Korea get away with murder, have done nothing to curtail them except for one person. Who would that person be, Stan? Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All right. At least he's trying to do something.
Exactly.
I mean, the guy had a parade just now, and they weren't displaying the ballistic missiles like they usually do. Okay, that's something. They're not flying ballistic missiles over Japan. That's another thing.
Right.
I think they think Trump is serious, and they're testing him, though. They don't want to get rid of their nukes. You know, they've had them for 30, 40 years now. They don't want to get rid of them. But the sanctions, if they're kept enough on them, will work. All right, call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. And when we come back, we're going to hear from, the Illuminator. This gal's something else, all right? This gal will go up against anybody. As a rabbi was talking about, Keith Ellison, ex-senator from Minnesota, who happens to be Islamic and is running on the Democratic platform, and he himself keeps Sharia law, which he has abused women. There's police reports out on him, and she just the guy was practically running from her scared. All right, he went and sat in the car. His new girlfriend, he locked her out of the car. And I said, well, why would he do that? Because he's a coward. And I asked her, why don't these people sit down with you? It's because they're cowards. Mm-hmm. They beat women. That's how they get their jollies. Anyways, call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
And don't forget, we're giving away a pair of Cardinal tickets.
A pair of Cardinal tickets. So call the show. That's for Sunday's game. Call the show, and then you'll get. I'll pick them, and I wonder if the rabbi wins, if we'll come in for the game.
I don't know.
From Israel. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So call the show, and we'll these are from Connor from A1 Tech, and his phone number is 573-458-9175. Call 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control. Community-born, community-raised, community-serving.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and non-natural rock band.
Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical in Rolla invites you in to experience local hometown service, friendly staff that you build a friendship with over 60 years of solutions, and service you don't get in a chain store. When you buy local, the money stays here. And now with free delivery to the local area, Hillcrest service just got better. Shorter wait times. Large chain stores look at you as business. To Hillcrest, you're people they love to serve. Call today at 341-2020 or stop in on Highway 63 in Rolla. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical, hometown service you can count on.
The Flooring Factory Outlet in St. James has the best prices and the biggest selection in the area, and they can save you the most money. From incredible ceramic tile to hardwood, carpet, and laminate, the Flooring Factory Outlet can do the deal. So if you need flooring, they have it. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Easy to find at 1111 West James Boulevard in St. James or call 265-1111. The Flooring Factory Outlet, the #1 flooring store in the area.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
How far up the ladder does this go?
It goes all the way to the top, and that's a lie. If they were going to actually do an assessment, they would have been into the Clinton Foundation. They would have been into the DNC. They would have been into the Democratic Party. That's where all the connections with Russia was. So, I mean, it's just another one of Clapper's lies.
Where does this go?
You know, we've been talking about this for, 2 years, you and I?
Yes, we have.
And now it's crystal clear that there's a cabal, a far-reaching cabal, way beyond the Bureau, into the intelligence community, into Brennan, into the National Security Council, into Samantha Power. I mean, into all these peripheral people. Putting this thing together, this fraud against Trump and this fraud investigation, you know, Mueller and the bullying tactics of Mueller and his cast of characters over there. The whole thing's a tragedy. If there actually is a grand jury now, finally, and they are looking at McCabe, it can't stop at McCabe. It has to be another 50 people. I mean, I have a list in my pocket of all the people that are involved here.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
Okay, that was James Kallstrom with Maria Bartiromo. He's the ex-assistant director of the FBI. This man knows what the hell he's talking about. And he's talking about, 50 to 100 people. He's got a list of people in his pocket, carries it around in his pocket. Whoa. I mean, whoa. This goes all the way to the top. You know it, and I know it. And they've got the information. But, it doesn't happen overnight. You start off with a guy like McCabe and then Rosenstein, Strzok. You've already started out with him. Pretty soon they'll be part of this grand jury, and then when the indictments start to fall, you're going to see this like Watergate explode all over the Democratic Party, and the guys will be standing in line. Talk about reversing something. Well, they're now reversing this deal where Mueller was sent out to, his job was to, impeach Trump, indict him on something, which you can't.
Mueller.
President.
Mueller.
That's right.
Mueller.
Right. So, thank you, Stan.
Yeah.
It was very agile of you. All right. So now the thing is reversing. And I heard a rumor that, according to Sean Hannity, Trump told him he's going to fire Mueller after the hurricane's over, Hurricane Flo. All right? Isn't that incredible? Well, maybe it's time. I don't know. That's a big political risk, in my opinion. But, what more do you need? You got all these guys starting to get you got a grand jury formed against these people that are investigating him from the FBI. Who doesn't know the FBI is corrupt at this point? Who doesn't? Now, the thing I wonder about is, where is Sessions on all this? Is he complicit all of a sudden with all these other guys after supporting Trump? Or has he been secretly doing his job and cooperating with the investigation?
Good question.
And if you want to know who the most important guy in this investigation is, the counter investigation, that would be Michael Horowitz, who is the Inspector General from the DOJ, a Barack Obama appointee. Worked for, I think he worked for Bush too, but pretty on the level guy. And I think he's the one investigating Rosenstein and McCabe and Comey. I think it's getting real. I mean, the Democrats have to be sweating bullets right now, in my opinion. Hey, listen, call the show, 573-364-4433. Win a couple of fabulous Cardinal tickets. They're in the race, right? And win them from Connor over there at A-Tech, where, he fixes computers. He does a great job. He's worked for me. So call him there. But also, he's got those tickets. All right. So we're going to be right back. We're going to hear from the Luminator, as was promised by Tex down there in Texas. He actually tweets his stuff on Twitter that, hey, pay attention. Laura Loomer is going to be on.
Coming up.
Thanks, Tex. Hit it. While I'm watching the Kavanaugh hearings, all of a sudden there's this news blurb of some gal there up there questioning the congressional committee that's interviewing Twitter Jack Dorsey, and it was you. So tell us about your experience of asking questions of Twitter Jack, and has your verified check come back?
Well, Jack Dorsey, of course, he's been on Capitol Hill. I believe he's left. But yesterday he was testifying to the House and the Senate committees regarding censorship, right, and interference in elections, right? This idea that so-called Russian bots influenced the election, which we know is not true. But what is true and what is backed up by evidence and video to prove it is the fact that Twitter is censoring conservatives. They're shadow banning conservatives. They're banning conservatives. They're unverifying conservatives. And they're shutting down conservatives, anybody who supports Trump. All right? And this has been caught on camera. Project Veritas did an expose, and there are literally multiple Twitter engineers in senior level positions admitting things like this. Well, we shadow ban accounts. We usually downgrade accounts that say things like God, pro-Second Amendment, I love Trump, I love America, USA, MAGA, right? They admit on camera that they hate conservatives and that they think...
Doesn't that mean that Twitter Jack Dorsey lied to Congress?
Yes, and that's exactly my point. Jack, that's why I disrupted the congressional hearing yesterday, because Jack Dorsey took an oath with Sheryl Sandberg and the other slime balls from Silicon Valley when he testified, and he took an oath that he was going to be honest to Congress. And it is a crime to lie, right? It is a crime to lie in the court of law. It is a crime to lie under oath in Congress. If you are under oath in Congress, that is a crime, and you can go to jail for that. And Jack Dorsey needs to be locked up because Jack Dorsey lied to Congress yesterday. And Jack Dorsey said when Representative Steve Scalise asked him, are you shadow banning conservatives? How do you explain the fact that, you know, there was a liberal study that even showed that the people in Congress who were shadow banned, they were all 3 Republicans. How do you explain that? Well,
wait, they say one word, our algorithms. Whatever the hell that means.
Our algorithms, and it's a signal. It's a signal, and it's a signal, and it's a mistake. It's a mistake. Well,
right.
Is everything a mistake? Is everything a mistake? Or when are we going to actually have some accountability? All right. Most people don't get to go out through life saying I made a mistake. All right. You get in trouble for things like that. When companies censor people or when they discriminate, right, they get in trouble. Most people don't get to just blame it on an algorithm or blame it on some signal. And I just had enough, and I stood up and I said, Jack Dorsey, you are a liar. You are lying about censoring conservatives. And I gave examples. I said, you censored me. You censored Milo. You censored Chuck Johnson. You censored James O'Keefe, and you even censored Donald Trump when one of your employees deleted his account for a few minutes. You know, and they were telling me to be quiet, and then, you know, some representative.
I heard. Hey,
loudmouth.
Why don't people just, like Keith Ellison, for example, why don't you just sit down and talk to you? And just deny everything.
Because they're guilty. They're guilty. And when you're guilty, you can't look someone in the eye. And you should see, if you watch the video, which you did, you will see that Keith Ellison had so much shame on his face. I mean, he did the perk walk. He did the walk of shame. And his head was hung low. And you know what? He really is a slime ball because he brought his new girlfriend. Her name is Monica Hurtado. He brought his new girlfriend to this campaign event. And when I was confronting him, he ran like a total coward to his car and locked the door and left his girlfriend outside in front of me and like protesters who started to gather. So talk about a real man, right? A real POS, that's the kind of man I want, right? Could you imagine having a boyfriend like that? Oh, hey, honey, here's this angry mob of people who are coming at me.
I don't typically have boyfriends. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Right, but, you know, just imagine yourself in that situation or being in a situation like
now Jesse here.
McConnell.
No, I'm kidding.
McConnell, right? Even McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao,
she's
had
tough.
Bigger balls than Keith Ellison, right? At least she actually defended her husband.
Absolutely.
Keith Ellison, we weren't going after his girlfriend, just for the record, but you would think that a real man or a man of substance would have actually opened the door for his girlfriend first and actually faced the people who were confronting him, or you know, it wasn't a dangerous situation, so I don't want to make it sound like his girlfriend was in danger. But
let me just say this: you are the toughest woman I've ever seen. I mean, you're probably tougher than 99.9% of the guys I've ever seen. So you're doing stuff I wouldn't even think about doing. But and I love it. All right, listen, Laura. I used to date a mathematician
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, but all she wanted to do was multiply. Laura Loomer, famous,
thank you,
independent journalist, conservative, who's going to win a Pulitzer's Prize one of these days. I'm predicting this. Thank you so much for being on the Dave Weinbaum Show again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye, Laura.
Bye.
All right, Laura Loomer. Oh my God, she's good. She's getting more comfortable in her role.
She had so much more bottled up inside of her.
Oh
Did
my
you notice
goodness!
At the end,
it was like a release
okay,
to her.
Bye. You
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 25 years old.
Right.
She's got a lot of energy, not a lot of experience at this stuff, but she seems to have a knack for finding a story wherever it is, Florida, Minnesota, on Capitol Hill, and she's out there, man. I mean, she's making history.
Yeah, she is.
And she's turned her. She went and did this with a governor candidate in Minnesota, Syed, who was running as a Democrat and talking about all these liberal things, when in fact he was a practitioner of Sharia law.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, they don't like gays too much.
No,
and they don't. They have a different set of rules for women than most of America, Christians and Jews and the rest of the religions. And it's not very pretty.
Nope.
All right? If you're gay and they find out in certain areas of the Middle East, they're liable to kill you. And they're liable to do it in a nasty way. Either decapitation or throw you off a building. So how can a gay person who typically are Democrats, although a lot of them are figuring it out, that they're better off being like Brandon Straka, who's gay.
Right.
They're better off walking away. Because they don't do it. The Democrats don't do anything for you.
No.
They just tell you you're a victim. You need us.
Right.
You know, it's a party of victims. And if they don't have any more victims because somebody is helping them, giving them a hand up instead of a hand out, they don't have a party anymore.
No,
that's
what
all they
Trump's
stand
doing,
for.
Giving them jobs.
And you know what? You know, we haven't done this for a while because, you know, when something's a really good thing, a really good bit, you don't want to do it all every week. All right?
Yeah.
You just don't want to, you know, you want to make people. I know people out there have been yearning for this. There's no doubt. What are you laughing at?
Oh, sorry.
There's no doubt in my mind that people are missing Weinbaum music. Oh, man, I know it. You don't have to call and tell me. You can call and tell me something else.
Please call.
But I know you love. I know you love the music, and so you know it's been about a month, I think.
Yeah.
So wait, I'll take a call first.
A phone call.
I'll take a phone call first because I always love the callers. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bill.
I can't hear you. Speak up, please.
Bill.
Bill. Hi, Bill. What's up?
Bill from Salem, isn't it?
Yes, I just didn't want to say "and" real quick because
Gotcha.
I don't want to sound like Dylan.
Right.
Yeah, we've had that problem before. Yes. All right, what's going on, my man?
Sorry, I didn't miss your past few shows. I just haven't been able to call. Some past shows to be brought up, and you had the word about an airplane with a parachute.
Yeah.
They do have one.
I know.
And
it's more like a helicopter, although they do have smaller planes with the parachute.
It's a smaller plane. But if you think about it, to do it on a larger plane is probably not really cost effective. You know, they can pay for somebody's life a little bit better than doing all that. I was going to relay information. I had a conversation with a very liberal friend of mine the other day, or last week, and he was talking about the Kaepernick and the Nike shoes and all that stuff.
Yep.
And I kind of was like, well, you know, there's better people, and he kind of was going on, and then he brought up some fact that how the prison population is overwhelmingly black in proportion. And I went, oh, yeah. And he's going on about how terrible it is, and I went, well, those African Americans that are in prison there, who did they commit the crimes against?
Mm-hmm.
And
what did he say?
He kind of looked at me real dumbfounded, like I go, they're not going out to Ladue or West County to commit those crimes. They're committing those crimes in their own neighborhood.
Right.
Against other African Americans. It was kind of terrible. The other thing was, I'm not going to say, how did I say this?
Well, just don't swear, okay? Do me a favor.
Well, okay.
Don't use bad words.
I won't use bad words.
Okay.
I turn on I go get in the car, and it's on a different radio station than here.
Yeah. Shame on you. Is this a Yom Kippur confession?
But what the funny part was is I just got done coming from inside, and I was looking on Facebook, and I seen I have your website. And it talked about a few things. The guy on the radio was talking about an hour later after I read it, was talking about the same information.
Really?
About that, yeah.
So he was reading off my site? You think? You're feeding him. How about that?
It just looked like just... And so everybody needs to
Was it
read
the
that
Rush
website.
Limbaugh show? Because I suspect that he does read my stuff. I swear, I'm on usually before Rush a little bit. I swear there's stuff on my show that goes straight to his show. I think I'm piped in.
It wasn't Rush, but it was the same radio station, but I think it was a local guy.
Really? You mean the radio station that I used to be a star on? Oh,
yeah.
That's funny. I don't doubt it. They had guys listening to my show. I wonder if they still do it. Probably.
They
probably do.
I swear it was in the same order that your website had the stuff. It just made me laughing.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, well, listen, thanks a lot for that call. That's a little good information. Stan, you want to say something?
You're going to say, Bill?
Yes, you are now a open candidate to win 2 fabulous St. Louis Cardinal tickets in the middle of a wild card race on Sunday about 7 p.m. In St. Louis.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right.
My other thing was, did you see where a man who thinks he's a woman was up in the New England part of the world? A man who thinks he's a woman, so they naturally put him in a woman's jail, had sexually assaulted 4 women.
Oh, man. Boy, it's a nice, for those guys, for those people like that, it's a nice gig while you can get it, isn't it? I mean, and now they've got this gender thing going on, I think, in New York State, where if you identify as a woman, one day you can go into the female locker rooms, you can take showers with the females, you can go to the female bathrooms, and all you have to do is declare.
Well,
it's
if they
sick.
went to the same
It's a
high
sick
school
world.
I went to, if they could have declared that, them girls would have beat us. I'll just say that they would have knocked the crap out of that guy.
It reminds me of a story when I first got into McDonald's in 1972. I was in they put me in a store in Bell Ridge, Missouri, by the airport.
I know exactly where that is.
And, it was all Catholic kids and me, a Jewish young guy. I was like 22 or 23 years old. And so I got a gal who's going, we had the basements then, and gal went down. She got 3 cases of French fries. I mean, 3 cases, 36 pounds each. And so I went to help her. She says, "Get away from me, Jew boy. I can do this." And, okay, all right. I mean, that's
real
fine.
Close to where I grew.
I didn't mind that. I mean, what the hell? She had a lot of pride in her work.
Well, that's real close to where I grew up at. So, I know those girls.
Incarnate School, does that ring a bell? Or Normandy High School?
Well, Normandy would have been the public school. Incarnate Word would have been the Catholic school.
Yeah. I've always gotten along pretty good with most Catholics. So, hey, listen, I got to go. Thank you so much for the call, Bill. Listen in later. I'll be announcing about 10 minutes, and then you'll have to call Connor over there at A1 Tech 573-458-9175, and you'll arrange he'll arrange to get the tickets to you somehow.
And that'll be at 10 till 12.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Bill. Good call.
Yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
that you got it almost took my mind off the music, but no, you didn't. You didn't quite distract me that much, because I know the people want this.
Call.
I want to give the people what they want. And if you want to delay me, you can call 573-364-4433. But you're not going to weasel out of this. Let's face it. Now listen really closely. Hit it.
From Weinbaum Records, it's Dave's Hits of 2017. Listen to the unique singing style of your favorite radio host, Dave Weinbaum, as he belts out songs like...
But Snowflake, you know you can't take it. You've got that hateful feeling. Whoa, that hateful feeling.
Or how about this?
As you wish me hell, to everyone you could tell that you'd been spying over me, spying over me. Then you spread your views to the mainstream news.
And timeless memories like...
You don't know me. I'm in the federal witness plan. You don't know me. I might be in Afghanistan.
Dave's Hits of 2017 is not sold in any stores. And if you act fast, you can get Dave's favorite insults absolutely free with your order.
You schmuck. Kiss my tuchus. Putz. I hear you tried to donate your brain to science, but they're only taking used ones. I don't take the broom out of your hands when you're trying to do your job. I hear you're 1 foot short of a yard sale. There was a lot of testosterone in my marriage. Too bad none of it was mine. I married a trophy wife, but I couldn't afford to mount her. I had 2 feet of snow on my car, so my wife offered me her broom. I said, thanks, but you're going to have to teach me how to fly it first. Got any complaints? Go to hell and wait.
The perfect way to close out the year. Dave's Hits of 2017.
That's all, folks.
Aha! Aha! What do you know from funny, you...
And speaking of that, I guess we had a person that was too late to try to prevent me from having the Weinbaum music, because he rang it up just as the music was starting. So, hi there. Welcome to the show. Chester from just north of Doolittle. What can I do for you, sir? I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Just wanted to call about change the subject a little bit. Got to tweak all the global warming people.
Yeah.
You've got that big killer hurricane that was coming. And everybody was emphasizing how it was a Category 4, going to be bigger and everything. This is another one of those going to destroy the planet. Well, when it hit, it's already was down to 1.
Yeah, or below. But that's
it's dropping. It's still being listed as a 1 now.
But they're saying that's not the point. The point is it's moving so slow it's going to flood everything.
Well,
it
of
has
course,
already.
it's a storm.
Right.
Any storm on the coast is bad for people on the coast.
Yep.
That's common sense tells you that. You've got storm surges. The water comes rolling in. Houses that were built on the beach are going to get washed away. Houses that were built in low-lying areas are going to get flooded. That we know that's going to happen. But all the emphasis was about how big this storm. That's the global warming aspect of it. Remember, we've got all these killer storms.
Well,
they're just getting worse every year. In fact, just this last week, there was talk about how some scientists were talking about how Category 5 isn't even good enough. We need to start coming up with a Category 6.
Wow. Well, you do know whose fault. You do know, Chester, whose fault the storm was, right?
Well, yeah, it's Trump's.
Oh yeah, you know what? And you know who said it? Washington Post and the head of the Democratic National Committee, Tom Perez. Yep. So it has to be Trump's fault. Why? Because he pulled out of the Paris
Yep, absolutely. He pulled out of the Paris climate
Yeah.
change, and therefore this is our punishment. We're getting hit by a Category 1 storm.
That's right. You got it, man. This president, I'm not sure. Well, it just happened. It's never happened. We've never had a hurricane before this, have we?
No. There's never been hurricanes.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that is fascinating is how they keep telling me on the media about how the number of storms keeps increasing. Well, the reason for that is that as soon as a tropical depression forms off the coast of Africa, they're already slapping a name on it, and they're giving it a name, we're expecting that it'll become a storm and maybe a hurricane.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, nobody paid attention to any storms that were over the Atlantic until they actually started coming close to the shoreline.
That's a very good point, Chester, and usually I realize that I don't say that much to you. Well, there's a reason. But that was a very good point.
And I appreciate it.
I'm sure you do. All right, thank you. And you want to be eligible for these Cardinal tickets?
Wouldn't give a rip for a game over there in St. Louis. They can lose all they want.
No, they're in the wild card. What's wrong with you?
Well, who cares?
You're just an old Cub fan, That's what
that means they just lose to somebody else.
They don't always lose. They've won a hell of a lot more championships than the White Sox and the Cubs combined.
Well, yeah, but see, I don't care anyway.
All right.
It's not them. I just don't care about baseball.
Well, wouldn't you rather just sit there at home and watch a Hallmark movie with Martha?
I don't even have a TV.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
Well, hey, at least you have a radio. That's what
he's
counts.
got a radio.
Absolutely.
And he's got a computer.
Do you ever listen to a baseball game on radio? I mean, really? I gave up with
very
that when
little.
I was in grade school.
Very little.
I gave up.
I will grant you that baseball can be a tough thing to watch. If the
the word is boring. Boring.
Well, I'll just tell you a little baseball story, and then I got to move the show along, quite frankly. I was very tired when I got to this game. It was a second inning, and I fell asleep. Woke up in the seventh inning. Nothing had happened.
Exactly.
Nothing. Except that I got some sleep, thank goodness.
Seventh inning stretch. You
Right.
stretched
Well,
out.
I get your point. All right. Chester, thank you so much. Hi to Martha.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, we're going to call the show, 573-36. Apparently, the song, or even talking about the music, has energized people. You see what happens?
Yeah.
So, look at this. I rest my case, Your Honor. Send it to the jury. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jim from Rolla.
Hiya, Jim. How are you?
Good, sir. Thank you. You doing okay, Dave?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Hey, I was just a little upset over that deal with the judge and those Democrats.
Oh.
But it makes sense. It makes sense because that Booker was trying to make himself a big name, and I heard and seen it on TV later.
Talk about a
He's
big
gonna
name.
run
How
for
do you get
president.
much bigger than I am Spartacus?
Yeah, but he's going to run for president, he says now.
Oh,
see?
boy.
Unbelievable.
Well, yeah, won't that be a deal? I'm sure he'll get all the votes.
I'd love to see him and Trump in a debate. Or the other one.
Wouldn't that be great? Wow.
What's the gal's name? Camilla or something? Or
Harris.
Yeah, Harris.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for taking my
thank
call
you, and
today.
you're going to be on the list for the Cardinal game for Sunday. All right? So
Okay,
listen up.
buddy. Appreciate
listen up.
it.
About
Thank
10
you very
till
much.
12 or on.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, thank you, Jim. And I think right now, and by the way, we're talking about this Kavanaugh thing. Well, the hearings are done. All of a sudden, Dianne Feinstein comes up with this 35-year-old accusation against Kavanaugh when he was in high school.
Oh, yeah.
He was in high school.
I remember.
Oh, my goodness. It's so desperate, and it's just ridiculous. She's had this all summer.
Right.
And now they know he's going to get he's going to get the nomination.
Right.
I mean, he's going to win. He's going to be sitting on the Supreme Court. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Ron from Davisville.
Hiya, Ron. What's going on, my man?
Hey, enjoyed my sausage egg McBuffin this morning.
Oh, thank you. And you got your McDonald's gift card, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Super.
Hey, I was just thinking about carrying his treasonous act. Can we hang him for that?
Isn't that one of the punishments?
It could be. Death could be one of those, but it's not going to happen. I'll be shocked if he gets arrested.
You know it's treason, though.
I know it's treason. You know it's treason. There's a lot of crimes that have been committed, but it depends on who's in office. And if the Democrats are in office, that's why we got to vote for the Republicans, even if you don't like some of the bastards. All right, you've got to get up and vote. Get your butt off the couch. Thank you very much for repeating that.
There you go. Yeah. I've been repeating that a lot lately.
And look at those guys. Speaking of text down there, Ted Cruz. Tom Cruise is an actor, but what the hell? Ted Cruz is up against it, and I don't like the way he ran his campaign against Trump. I thought it was really inept, and I thought as a guy who's a great debater, I was waiting for him to eat Trump up during the debate, and it didn't happen. It wasn't even close. But he is better than this other guy who's a liberal nut. Okay? So elect the Republican, even if you don't like him. He's got to be 10 times better than a Democrat who's going to lie to you and say, we're going to vote with Trump.
How many times in recent history have we had to vote for the lesser of the evils, so to say?
Okay, but sometimes the lesser of the evils, that's what Trump became, all right? He was the lesser of the evil with Hillary, and he's a pretty good surprise, I'd say.
I think he's awesome.
There you go. All right, thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. You'll be in the contest, too. You win, too. You're a winner. He wins a lot.
Yeah, I might win these, too.
You might. You just might. All right, so we're going to go to break. Call the show after the break, 573-364-4433. Stand with me to get it off your chest.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring. Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave. Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook.
Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
ABG Industrials is here to service you in several ways. Is it time to upgrade your lighting system? ABG Industrials offers the latest and greatest LED conversion, helping you see better and reducing your light bill. And to keep your lights in great shape, ABG Industrial offers lighting maintenance for your convenience. Bucket truck service is available through ABG Industrial also. Give ABG Industrial a call today, 573-578-7451, to see how they can help you.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
You let out the worst of the terrorists from Gitmo for a deserter that your standby liar, Susan Rice, Bo Bergdahl, called him a hero. You ran the most corrupted administration, at least since Harry Truman, and you can't stand it that every metric under the Trump administration is better off than when you were in office. And Donald Trump is one of the biggest threats to our democracy? How dare you? This man is the President of the United States, someone that we put in office, and he is to be respected. Your attack on him as a racist and a fascist is not about making things better for us. It's about you, your ego, and your corrupt deep state power structure.
All right, Judge Jeanine again on Barack Obama, who has decided he's going to make himself some kind of a national, international figure once again. Now, the rumor has it that he went to a place to speak, and the place sat thousands and thousands, but he only got 750 to show up. Now, for a guy like that, I once went to a speech of Donald Trump's in 2013 at the CPAC up in Maryland. CPAC, that's Conservative Political Action Committee. And Donald Trump was in a side room. There was 150 people. Now, the room was full, but Donald Trump knows how to draw a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And these Democrats, especially Hillary and this guy Kane, her vice president, God, crickets went to, it was a cricket convention. There were crickets in the grass. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Stan. That was Sam the cricket that was there, and he told me. He says, even I had to leave early. I couldn't take it. All right, so we're back on the show, and what do we got, Sam? What do we got, Stan?
A Sicilian moment?
Forget about it. No, don't forget about it. Go ahead and play it. I hear they made a statue of the original pharmacist. It was a drug bust. Forget about it. Hey, that's for my Sicilian friend out there. For my Sicilian friend. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about it. All right? My good friend. All right. So we're back on the show. I'm almost 47,000 of these sayings and quotes. I must be somewhere mentally disturbed or something to do this. But, okay, I found, and I didn't start writing this until I was like 44 years old. I just didn't know I had anything. I didn't know I had any talent. My father said, 2 weeks before he died, I could have done so much more with my life. And I told him, you did great. You came from nothing. You made a nice living, and you were a good father and all that stuff. But it didn't quite settle with me that he said that. And that's, it was laying on my mind. I didn't exactly know what to do with it, but about maybe several months later, I started doing a newsletter for my restaurants. There were 8 at the time. And I was doing my own column because my director of operations then said, well, you ought to do a column. So I said, all right, I'll do a top 10 list. And I would get quotes and jokes out of the Inquirer, National Enquirer, and the Reader's Digest, wherever I can find a quote. And I was so scared I'd run out of them. And every once in a while, 1 or 2 would pop in my head. That's how I got started doing that. And that one went from there to political op-eds, because I was arguing with people online. And then that went to, well, I've got a lot of these jokes. I was going to sell them to comics, right? And when that didn't quite pan out, I said, well, why don't you try to do this yourself? I know you're scared of going in front of people and talking. And I was incredible. My son went to my first performance, my son Aaron. I'm in my 50s when I'm doing this. And while I didn't immediately succeed at it, at least I wasn't petrified up there. At least I was able to get through it. All right? And the only thing I lacked, I discovered, was a good, solid act. I mean, I had some funny stuff, but it should be connected to your life.
Right.
If you want to be funny, you got to somehow connect with your life, because people resonate in stories about others' lives because they can identify with it. You can't just get up there and tell jokes unless you're Henny Youngman. Okay?
We're real proud of your son.
So, and then, I started succeeding with this. I had professional stand-up comics, come up to me and say, hey, that was a great set, or stuff like that. Or other guys, when I had a particularly good night, and there were 6 more guys to follow me, every single one of them mentioned me in their act. Who is that short, bald guy? Who is this idiot? That kind of stuff. But it's fine. If they're picking on you, you've done well.
Absolutely.
Because they're living off of your applause, basically.
Right.
So I learned that lesson. And then the whole thing came up to, dare I try to be a talk show host at the age of 60? And Mike Thompson let me do it over there at the other station. And, here I am, Here I am. So guys and gals out there, don't just dwindle into old age unless you think you're going to be happy with doing nothing.
Yeah.
If you're going to be happy doing nothing, mazel tov. But if you think there's more in you and you want to produce stuff, you probably ought to do it, because you never want to go to the grave. Well, you never want to go to the grave at all. I mean, I'm not advising you go to the grave. If you can figure that out, let me know. I'll put you on the show. But you never want to go to the grave thinking that you could have done so much more with your life. You don't want the regrets. You want to go to your grave reasonably satisfied that you've done a lot with your life, and I think you'll be more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you're real proud of your son too, because he started doing a lot of this stuff, podcasting and stuff. Does a great job too.
And interestingly enough, people do things that you tend to do. Your children,
right,
and grandchildren. I'm finding, my son, my granddaughter, who I just ate dinner with a couple nights ago in Columbia. She's a student there, and she's very good student. National Honor Society. She was a national cheerleader. She's going to Mizzou, and she joined the Republican Party Club up there in Columbia.
Wow.
So I'd like to have her call the show.
Sounds like she's smart too.
Yeah. Well, she got ticked off about Kaepernick. How's that?
Oh boy.
So she's paying attention. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Guess not. All right. Well, call back unless that was something. Could have been, Steve or something.
Yeah.
By the way, Steve is not here.
No.
You know what that means?
Well, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, party time! All right. Why don't we bring all the people in? What do you think about that out there, huh? You guys want to come in and have a party here? You got to bring your own booze, though. I mean, it's a little early for that, I realize, but I think maybe we should have a party, Stan. Yeah. Hey, they liked the idea.
Yeah, they did.
Holy cow. I'm kidding. You can't come in here. Oh, my God. Go lock the door. I hope they don't break the windows down.
Mark would tell this to this person.
How did you get through security, you creep?
Yeah.
What are you doing in my country?
Yeah, there you go.
Get the hell out of here, you dummy.
See, that's wrong. Mark's he's a little crude sometimes, I think,
Yeah.
I like Mark, as you do, and I have him on the show. Not, and when are we going to get, what's his name, Sebastian Gorka?
I don't know.
I guess
so
never.
Important.
He has just, called me, what did he call me? unruly or something, or
I don't know, but I remember what you said back to him.
You want a piece of me?
Yeah, pretty much is what I said. I pretty much said that too. I told him to kiss my tuchus. You know, people are important for a while and then they fade off. And and it's not like if I thought that he had something, and I've done it, I've played him after the insults.
Right.
All right.
And I will again too.
And I will again if
Absolutely.
it means getting to the truth.
Right.
I'll play I played Barack Obama here today.
Yeah.
Several times. All right.
And you know about that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yes, exactly. Stan, I can't imagine. It's incredible how you change your voice. Where are we? Do we need another break? No, we got an interview. We're going to get behind, Stan. This show's getting so entertaining, I'm going to get behind, and then he's going to point fingers at me and rush me. All right, we're going to get things back together right after this call, because I love the callers. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Joe. I'm calling from Rolla.
This is Joe Dalton. I can recognize your voice.
Hey, brother. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very blessed.
You got something happening tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, I wanted to remind everybody that we're going to take a stroll in the park in the morning. We're looking forward to probably about 200 people showing up for our...
Who's we?
This is Pregnancy Resource Center of Rolla.
Right.
I was getting there.
Okay. No, I don't want you to forget.
This is. Yeah.
I mean, people say Joe Dalton says, "Hey, come have a walk in the park with me." They might get a little scared.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy. Hell yeah.
Well, okay, thanks for fixing me there. So,
Gentle
yes,
giant.
this is our Walk for Life, our 12th annual Walk for Life, and this is all about saving babies. So we want you to come out. Registration starts at 9 a.m. We're in the very first pavilion. We're going to have tons of stuff to do, especially for the kids. We've got snow cones, cotton candy, bounce house, donuts. We'll be all set. So come on out, but more importantly, we want you to donate to support our work to help us save babies. You can also do that online at supportmyprc.com. Go to that website and then click on the Walk for Life link, and you can do it right there.
And by the way, I am a member of the board, and am so honored to be with the group that I'm with that are just amazingly committed Christians. And I'm honored that they have this little Jewish guy there. All right, I'm serious.
Well, I mean you're a brilliant businessman, Dave. That's why we asked you. So
where'd you hear that from?
You are.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, anyways, it's a great cause, and I give as much as I can. Maybe not. No, I don't give as much as I can. I could do more. But,
I agree with that.
And we'll do more in the future.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Joe, and everybody show up where at Lions Club?
Lions Club Park tomorrow morning. Registration starts at 9.
Okay.
And the walk itself starts at 10.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Hi to Jane. Have a good day tomorrow.
All right.
And you're registered to win a pair of tickets.
Yeah, and you are registered to win a pair of tickets. All right. There you go. So listen up later. Now you got to listen to the show. You see, keep the show on. Well, you're going to have to listen for another hour or so,
right.
because we're going to announce the winner about from 10 till 12 till about 12. All right. Thank you, Joe.
See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, and the winner of that needs to call Connor at A1 Tech at 573-458-9175. And you can also call that right now to get some computer help.
Absolutely.
Yes. What do we got?
Dr. Amy.
Dr. Amy, hit it.
If you feel that you can't go on, because all of your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion, until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, expert on bad bosses, Tiny Pacer, writer and motivational speaker, the shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. Hi, Dr. Amy. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Hey, great. Thanks. And by the way, who should be you're an expert on bosses. Who should be the boss? A husband or a wife?
I think we should both be equal partners.
How do you when you disagree, who makes the final decision?
I actually really think that it depends on who has the more dominant feeling or role within the relationship. A lot of times, depending on if something is important enough to you or not, will also determine how much you push for it. So I think in a true relationship that is equal, I think the husband and or wife will bend based on the situation. So I don't think that it should be one person is always the person who wins versus the other. And I think that's so important. My husband and I never go to bed angry, no matter what. Literally, ever. We'll sit and talk something through, come to some type of a compromise, but we will never allow something such as an argument to come in the way of our relationship.
I wish I could say the same. Not true
that was advice we got. We got it when we first got married, and we really stand by it. And sometimes it can mean a 2 o'clock a.m. conversation, but we stay up until we fix it.
Well, that's good because it works for the relationship. Hey, speaking of that, I know you're a psychologist. How important is it for people with children to stay married for the kids' benefit?
I think that there are different opinions there. If there is a healthy relationship, then it's a wonderful thing for children to see. However, if there is an unhealthy relationship, then I would argue that it is better not to remain in that relationship, because then the children are seeing things that are negative and are uncomfortable, and so that can have psychological and emotional ramifications.
So let's say people, some people, they get divorced. I've been there and done that, all right? Why do some divorced parents actively try to destroy the kid's relationship with the co-parent?
It's a real shame when we see that happen.
But why does it happen?
And I think that people do so because they have so much anger toward that other person that they're not able to look beyond that emotional anger and then look for the good of the child. So obviously, if you're able to work together to interact and communicate, even if it's I'm dropping off, Susie here and picking him up here, that kind of a thing, if you're not even able to have that basic interaction or the basic respect to be where you need to be on time, further to truly down talk someone else, especially one's parent to that child, I think it speaks to both the character of everyone involved. And I think that it's important to do what we can to really set a good example for the children and recognize that even if something seems so glaringly obvious to an adult, a child may not see it that way. And so leaving as much detail that would be negative out and speaking in a positive way about someone, even someone who you no longer like and are divorced from, or in the process of that, I just think that's healthier for the kid.
Well, from my own experience, it doesn't pay to do this to your children because in the end they know what happened. They're not stupid. And it causes problems later on for the parent that's poisoning the children to the other parent.
I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I came from a divorced home. And
no, I did not. So you're not perfect.
But I will tell you that I very much appreciated. I had one parent who wasn't always speaking so nicely about the other parent, and I actually tended to side with the one who was being criticized because I felt so badly. I wanted it to be that everyone was just nice and kind to one another, and I also learned very young not to listen to either parent unless both of them said the exact same thing about a particular story. So I would say if there are birds in the sky and clouds in the sky, and that's what my mom would say and my dad would say, there are birds in the sky and trees on the ground, I would only believe that there are birds in the sky because I could only say that both of them are then saying the same thing. So if it was specifically related to a relationship issue or something,
Did you have to go through,
I learned.
Did you have to go through therapy?
There was some court-mandated, therapy and such, but we actually, thankfully, especially as I grew older, we were able to get through a lot of that. But I have a personal connection to that, so I think everyone has their own, stories, whether it be something that they've dealt with personally or not. But it taught me that I would make sure that the person I married was the person I would hopefully be able to be with for, the rest of my life. So I took that.
Good for you. And you're making it work. That's great. Hey,
I am. Yes.
Here's the most important question I need to ask you. Did you resolve the science and cooking expertise on whether to fry or poach rooster eggs?
No, I didn't.
Are you serious? No. Should I tell her?
Yes, please tell me.
Well, there's such a thing as a hen and a rooster. The rooster is the male. He doesn't hatch eggs.
Ha I was just literally like, what is going on?
I've never gotten one over on a PhD before. Another feather in my cap, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
okay.
my.
And because of that, I'm not going to punish you with another joke this week. We'll leave it at that. You take next week to recover, and we'll get you back on the show. How's that?
Sounds good, thank you.
All right, lineup number 2, literally and figuratively, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, find out where can people find you?
Oh, sure. Well, so my website is cooperstrategicgroup.com. My Twitter handle and LinkedIn handle are the same, Amy Cooper Hakeem. And I also have a Facebook, Amy Cooper Hakeem. You can find my book, Working with Difficult People, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, anywhere books are sold. It's in print, ebook, and audio.
Thank you, Dr. Amy. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Shabbat shalom. Bye-bye.
Shabbat shalom. Bye.
What a personable person she is for, well, I mean, sometimes when you get the PhD, you get a little bit snooty. And she's just so down to earth. She's just funnier than hell. And her husband, Elad, will be, that's the second half, They actually called from the same phone. He's going to be up after Deanna Lorraine, I think. But that'll be next. But right now, I want you to remember this number, because this show's still got well over an hour left. Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
At Premier Title Group, we realize that one of the most important decisions in your life is when you purchase or sell your property. We strive to treat each customer like they are part of our family. At Premier Title Group, we offer quick yet very accurate title searches and will close your real estate transaction in a timely manner. With unmatched customer service, you'll find that we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction, serving Phelps and its surrounding counties. Remember, when it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. Choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical in Rolla invites you in to experience local hometown service, friendly staff that you build a friendship with over 60 years of solutions, and service you don't get in a chain store. When you buy local, the money stays here. And now with free delivery to the local area, Hillcrest service just got better. Shorter wait times. Large chain stores look at you as business. To Hillcrest, you're people they love to serve. Call today at 341-2020 or stop in on Highway 63 in Rolla. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical, hometown service you can count on.
The Flooring Factory Outlet in St. James has the best prices and the biggest selection in the area, and they can save you the most money. From incredible ceramic tile to hardwood, carpet, and laminate, the Flooring Factory Outlet can do the deal. So if you need flooring, they have it. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Easy to find at 1111 West James Boulevard in St. James or call 265-1111. The Flooring Factory Outlet, the #1 flooring store in the area.
Are you concerned about the quality of your private well water, or do you need water qualified testing for a home loan or a refinance? Ozark Testing, a division of Anderson & Associates, is a state-certified drinking water lab offering testing for total chloroform and E. coli with a 30-hour result turnaround. We also offer engineering, architectural engineering, civil design, land surveying, materials testing, and geotechnical investigations. Please call us today at 573-364-8900 or visit us at 1511 Watts Drive in Rolla for more information.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage. Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
This is one of the biggest tragedies against the Constitution of the United States in my lifetime, what's gone on. If the Democrats win the House of Representatives, we'll never see another thing about this. This will end. And what a tragedy to have something this big, this nauseous, this bad, trying to disrupt a legitimately elected president of the United States. And not only that, but, the constitutional rights of literally hundreds of Americans that were unmasked. And we got contractors reviewing the NSA databases. I mean, the place is out of control.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
See, to me, if you're paying attention to what the bits are, I don't just throw anything in there. I take a long time to get what I think are the best bits out there.
Right.
And I go through a lot of them. And I want them to represent what's really happening up there, because you can get lost in the maze of the mainstream media. And quite frankly, they want you to be lost. They don't want you to know about this stuff. I mean, most liberals don't even know what's going on with the Department of Justice or the FBI, that they're under severe investigation, and that there's a grand jury formed for people in the FBI and the DOJ.
And if you listen to mainstream media, you still
wouldn't
don't
know about it.
That's right.
Okay? But you'll know about it if you listen to the show, and that's what I want. Right. I want people to understand that they are deliberately hiding the facts.
Right.
And so, but there's one thing out there that you can rely on, and that's Alexa. All right? Alexa, they're going to utilize, they might even utilize Alexa in McDonald's. Do you believe that?
That's possible.
I've heard that somewhere, and, maybe as an order taker for drive-thru. Do you want fries with that? No. Well, wait a minute. I think you should have fries. It's a good combination. No, I don't want the fries. Well, you should have fries, and I'm putting it on the order. See, that could go haywire, couldn't it? I don't think that would work very well.
But
we have another,
fries. I think you should have fries.
There you go. And here's another example of Alexa.
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus luxury models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC.
Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles.
And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of you.
I left plenty of room.
You drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds.
She'll talk to you literally the entire time you're driving.
I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi. You know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
Technology can, it can go bad. I mean, it can.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Papadopoulos and Page. Now, these were the guys that were set up by the FBI. They were set up by a guy. Now they can't find him. He's some kind of professor. They think he's dead. Talk about a spy case. Both of these guys were approached by him trying to get them to commit to siding up with the Russians. Now, I don't know why Papadopoulos lied, but he did, apparently. He admitted to it, but apparently they couldn't get anything out of him, so instead of getting a big sentence like Manafort, he got 14 days in jail and probation, which isn't bad, I guess, right?
Right.
So, and now the other guy, Page, both of these guys were subject to this leaking deal between Strzok and Page and about, 12 or 13 other FBI and DOJ people who were sending things under investigation to places like the Washington Post and the New York Times. Now, that's not a crime, but when the Washington Post and the New York Times published those, it is a crime. It's an ongoing investigation. And the ongoing investigation was a fraud in the first place. So what Carter Page and George Papadopoulos could do is sue.
Right.
They're going to be very, very rich people because it's an open and shut case. They've admitted what they did, and the FBI has it on record that the New York Times or the Washington Post, whichever one got if it was published in the Washington Post, the New York Times was complaining because they didn't get it until after it was published. So they got the record of this. That's illegal. You can't reveal an investigation and send it to the press, nor can you publish it. If it's so, they've got two. These guys are going to be very, very wealthy. And what I said, you know what I say to that?
All the power to them.
Mazel tov.
That's right.
All right. So we've got, who do we got now? We got
Elad.
Elad. You know, I think we need to do Elad. Do you want to do a break first?
No, let's do Elad.
Let's do Elad. All right, hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, special treat, one of the most powerful lawyers in Florida and second most powerful in his own home. Writer for the American Thinker and Tucker Carlson Daily Caller and legal analyst for the Dave Weinbaum Show, Elad Hakim. Hi, Elad. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How soon before Congress, if it stays Republican, puts limitations on this to Facebook, Twitter, and Google?
Ooh, that's a tough question because I think that they'd have some legal hurdles to get over. But I think it's definitely something that they're thinking about. It would just take. I'm not quite sure how they would do that and keep it legal. I know that President Trump mentioned something about that several weeks ago, and there was a big outcry, especially from Democrats. So it's definitely something to think about, but I think that they would have some legal hurdles to overcome before they did that.
Hey, as a lawyer and a Jew, us Trump supporters, besides being called Nazis and
deplorables were also called irredeemable. Now, as a Jew, does that mean anything to you other than being called a deplorable?
You know, I took most offense to the Nazi comment. I'm not sure. I don't know who called us irredeemable.
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah.
I try not to pay too much attention to what she says anymore. But I took most offense to the Nazi comments. I think that Scarborough made a comment like that on MSNBC. So I take most offense to that. Unfortunately, though, a lot of Jews, as you know, are Democrats, so which is beyond which I don't quite understand. But I took most offense to that. The irredeemable comment coming from Clinton is nothing that surprises me. But to be labeled or to be called a Nazi because of supporting the president is vile and way below the belt.
I'm going to tell you why I think the irredeemable comment is more dangerous than any of this. To be called a Nazi is one thing, but when you're called an irredeemable, that's sort of what the Nazis claimed us Jews were. We were not good enough to live. We were irredeemable. And that scares me. That makes it okay for others in the liberal area to go and, kill people because we're irredeemable. We're useless to the human race. You know what do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I didn't hear when Hillary Clinton said that. But I definitely understand what you're saying. Unfortunately, it tends to be the rhetoric, unfortunately, has become a lot more vulgar and vile recently. And I agree with you that it's dangerous insofar as that it is inciting ideas and even conduct that is that could be dangerous.
Hey, Elad, where can people find you?
They can find me on Thoughtfully Conservative at WordPress, or at Elad30. They can follow me on Twitter, and at EladHakimPA.com if they have any legal questions. And interestingly, I just wrote an article real quickly about Teshuvah. As you know, Yom Kippur is coming up, and it'll be coming out soon, the article, and it's about how we should all strive to do Teshuvah and to seek forgiveness for everything that we've done, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent, and it goes into some of the comments that were made by different people and how Teshuvah can help, regardless of whether you're Jewish or not. So it's coming out soon, hopefully, and it's something to think about.
And you will send me a copy, right?
I will definitely send you a copy.
Hey, Elad, you know, I was once a lawyer. I quit as a divorce lawyer. You know why?
I can't imagine why.
There were too many splitting headaches.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elad Hakim, thank you so much, calling all the way from Florida.
Thank you very much, Dave.
You.
Have a Happy New Year and a Chag Sameach.
Thanks. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, I didn't go out and look for Jewish people to be on my show.
No.
I had no idea that Amy Cooper, for example, that's not a Jewish name.
No.
Hakim, I thought that could be an Arab name, quite frankly.
Right.
And so I thought, I didn't think anything. So they happen to be Jewish, and the rabbi, he just happens to be Jewish.
Yeah, most rabbis are.
Deanna Lorraine is not Jewish. I think she's Catholic.
Yeah.
And I used to have a gal who's the
Cheryl,
online editor to the Washington Times, Cheryl, and we still stay in touch. I put a lot of her columns in my site, and we talk a little bit here and there on email and Facebook. And so I don't care who it is. I don't care what religion they're in. If you're a Muslim, I want you to call the show and talk to me about stuff. 573-364-4433. All right? And you can get it off your chest. And I want liberals to call the show and, let me know what you think and let's see if we can come to an agreement on some things. Won't agree with everything, but I would love. I don't want to convert people if they really are tied into the faith of being. It's more of an emotional attachment, I believe, being a liberal than it is for a conservative. We're looking for the truth. We're not looking for feel-good stuff.
I don't understand a few things. Like when they are a liberal, you said it's an emotional attachment kind of.
I think so.
But why would they be emotionally attached to wanting our taxes raised again? And why would they want?
Those are the things that make you believe that if they're believing in that, then it's more emotional than logical.
Well, it's definitely not logical.
Right. I mean, if you want to be a socialist, and you actually looked at the history of socialism, you would stay away from that like the plague.
Well,
That is the plague.
And then regulations. Do they want all those regulations back that stifled work?
Yeah.
That stifled.
They just don't see that. They see it as, we got to be nice to people from other countries. We got to be nicer to them than apparently our own citizens, and we have to pay for everybody. They've got this thing in Illinois now. They're about to pass or have passed a bill that guarantees $500 per person, and you don't have to have a job every month. So who's paying that? Obviously, the taxpayers are paying it.
Right.
And so, really, what is that going to do?
Well, then there's
more people will just stay home.
A majority of people in Illinois also vote Democrat.
Yeah.
So, or what are they saying? Okay, well, we're the ones that make money, so we're glad to put that money. I don't think so.
No. Well, and Illinois is losing a lot of population, as is California, which is allegedly the poorest state in the country. California, that beautiful, lovely state with that big coastline and all those amazing places to go to, tourist spots in Hollywood and San Francisco and the Napa Valley, and wonderful tourist attractions, Walt Disney World, and things like that. And yet they're the poorest state in the country. And then you walk in downtown San Francisco, and there's human waste everywhere and tent cities.
Right.
In L.A., San Francisco, Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I don't get it.
Well, who does? Why would you want to be like that when you could be different? All right, we're going to have a break today because Stan just threatened me, I think. So we're going to have a break right now. We'll come back. We're going to have Deanna Lorraine on pretty soon. And we've got plenty more to talk about. I have 13 more things to talk about, all right? And you can call the show by calling 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Have you ever gone to a car dealership where they tried to tack on a bunch of hidden fees to that low price? I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees either. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. Shop around and compare prices, but give us the opportunity to earn your business. Next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located on South Bishop and Rolla, next to Mandarin Gardens, or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops troops and our emergency responders.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300. Come experience the Rolla Antique Mall, the area's largest and most visited antique mall in a 100-mile radius. With 400 dealer spaces and almost 24,000 square feet, the Rolla Antique Mall offers something for everyone. Celebrating 19 years in business, the Rolla Antique Mall has the most dedicated vendors who keep the most unique items current in their booths. Stop in today at the Rolla Antique Mall on Dillon Outer Road next to I-44. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 5:30 p.m.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Like your favorite savory sausage McMuffin, buttery sausage biscuit, or any size soft drink or sweet tea. And for just $1 each, your morning is sounding better and better at participating McDonald's for a limited time. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Social scientist Robert Epstein has pointed out that Google alone could determine the outcome of almost any American election just by altering its search suggestions. We'd never know what happened. Oh, say tech defenders, don't worry. These are businesses. They exist to make money, not to push political agendas. Well, it turns out that's not true, and we can prove it. An email obtained exclusively by this show reveals that a senior Google employee deployed the company's resources to increase voter turnout in ways she believed would help the Clinton campaign win in the last election. The email we obtained came from a woman named Eliana Murillo, the former head of Google's multicultural marketing department. She sent the email on November 9th, 2016. That was one day after the presidential election. That email was subsequently forwarded by 2 Google vice presidents to more staff members throughout the company. In her email, Murillo touts Google's multifaceted efforts to boost Hispanic turnout in the election.
Isn't that what the Russians did with Facebook? Only they were ineffective. Google thought they were going to overthrow the election to Hillary by getting more Hispanic voters to vote, because they knew they weren't going to vote for Trump. Well, guess what happened? The Hispanics voted for Trump. These are legal immigrants who resent the illegals coming into their neighborhoods, committing vicious crimes against them, and taking their jobs while they're there. So, you know, the Dems just don't have a clue.
No.
And speaking about not having a clue, well, I gotta, you know, I sort of made excuses for it, but because Lisa last week, she said when I said get it off your chest and say it together, she said, does that mean I have to take off my bra? And I suspended her for a show, and I've forgiven her, so she's back now. So
not for long, baby.
Oh, really? Oh my God! She went and bought a dress. It's very nice, honey.
It's very pretty.
Thank you.
It's not. It's a little revealing, but
it's for General Flynn. You know.
Are you wearing a bra?
Yes.
Okay. Just
thanks for asking.
Can I see? No. Stop it. Okay, so now I'm turning into Howard Stern. No, I don't want to be Howard Stern, do I?
No.
I certainly don't want to be Oprah either, do I? I want to be Dave Weinbaum. I like being me. All right?
You're good at it.
Hey, listen, if you're going to St. Louis this weekend, check out Lucas Liquors, because I think they've got some stuff going on this weekend. And they've got these great wine tastings and beer tastings and all this stuff, and pretty good sales. And they're the greatest liquor store I've ever seen. So just put it in your Waze, Lukas, Wine and Spirits, and it'll take you there. And I want to thank, once again, Tex down there for not only announcing the show and pushing it, but for even segmenting it by having people like Laura Loomer announced on Twitter because of this guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. I want to thank him and Stoney Byrne, Gary Carroll, Karen and Mike Dillon, Kathy, Karen, Mike and Kathy. I almost put Karen and Mike together, and it shouldn't be. That's Karen Lewis, Mike and Kathy Dillon, and Norm out there. He calls himself Firebaugh Norm, so I suspect Norm would be his first name. And the Bamas, you know, the girl Bama and the boy Bama out there. Well, guess where? Alabama.
And Pia the Alien.
And Pia the Alien, yes, she always does a good job. And Alderson out of Brazil.
Right.
They give me a lot of my international audience. It's pretty damn good, I think.
I think
they
you have a
push
few
the show
in Portuguese, don't you? That
I've got my one quote: "If you can't excel with talent, triumph with effort," is really big in Brazil.
Yeah,
and the reason it's big in Brazil is that one of the soccer coaches adopted it and wrote it out in Portuguese and gave it to each team member during halftime of a local game.
Wow.
And the Reader's Digest in Brazil did a story about it.
Cool.
And it did a story about my quote, named me and all that stuff.
Nice.
And so it got really popular down there, and still is. And this coach became the World Cup winning Brazil coach.
Sweet.
And how cool was that? It's about 2004, 2000, something like that.
Well, you remember in the 70s, Pele was one of the big names in soccer.
Sure.
Along with Beckenbauer. And I remember I played against Beckenbauer in Germany. But Pele was from Brazil, and he was one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've had a good run
you
with
were
soccer.
A stud, weren't you?
I played really good.
You go. I'll bet you were if you played with them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I was on a high school team. I'll make sure I clarify that. He was with the Bayern München team, the Munich team, and they allowed us to play them once.
Were you competitive at all?
Oh, God, no. We were skunked, but it was a great opportunity, and we had fun.
All right, well, that's great.
That was when I was at Kaiserslautern High School.
And speaking of that, we've got golf, which I always said is the whole thing. By the way, you want to call the show and interrupt us, it's not an interruption. You know I love callers, okay?
That's right.
Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest. And we're going to take a break very soon, but I want to get some of this out.
Okay.
Because, what? Now you're going again?
Yeah, I'm making this for you.
Oh, gee, thanks. Bye. Look at this. Come and go. You know, they all come and go.
See you, Lisa.
See ya. All right, we're both going to St. Louis together in separate cars because she's got a stupid wedding to go to tomorrow. Wow, they're not stupid.
No.
Unless it was me.
Yeah.
See, I waited until
right
she
you.
couldn't get in her car, so she couldn't hear it. Anyways, you know, the vicious, the left is getting more and more vicious. You've got a knife, a switchblade pulled on a Republican candidate. I believe in California, you've got Maxine Waters renews her instructions to tell conservatives they're not welcome in public places. Yeah. In other words, get the hell out of a public place.
Right.
As Laura Loomer asked her, well, where do we go? Do we go sit in the back of the bus? I'm a Trump supporter. She went up to Maxine. I'm a Trump supporter. Where are we supposed to go? We supposed to go to the back of the bus? Where should we eat at? You know, and there are death threats to this journalist that I have on my website.
Right.
Her name is, if I have this here, I don't think I have it on this page, but you can go to DaveWeinbaum.com and find some of this stuff, as apparently the other radio station knows to do.
Yeah,
that's quite a compliment, I think.
Right.
Anyway, some journalist put a pro-life column out there on PJ.
Media,
yeah. And she's getting death threats and threats to rape her. And then you got Senator, her last name is, I don't know, McCulloch or something like that. And Senator Collins out there, I believe up in the Northeast, Maine, I think, she was not only threatened with hangers, but then she was bribed for her vote, not to vote for Kavanaugh as the Supreme Court judge. So, all right, we're going to take a break right now. Call the show, 573-364-4433. We've got Deanna Lorraine, who I'm going to see live sometime today. Get it off your chest.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Reality check number 44. You can spend money everywhere. Why can't you bank everywhere? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Town & Country may be a hometown bank, but our banking is state-of-the-art. We have dozens of ATMs across the area. Plus, you can bank anytime, anywhere, online or on your phone. You can even deposit checks from your phone. Pretty cool, huh? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
The dossier was a big lie. So what they did is they said, this is a big lie. The more people we can get talking about the dossier, the more likely it is they'll believe the lie. So that's why they had this leak strategy to support a document that was the basis for everything. That's the big problem here. They took that document, the dossier, untrue document. They took it to the secret court and didn't tell the court important facts to get a warrant to spy on the other
you're saying
campaign.
it nicely. Didn't they purposely lie to the FISA court, purposely withhold pertinent information to the FISA court? Isn't that a fraud committed on a court?
Didn't tell him who paid for it. Didn't tell him the guy who wrote it, Christopher Steele, had a extreme bias against the president, said he was desperate to stop Trump, and didn't tell the court about Orr's involvement, both Bruce and Nellie Orr's involvement in production of the document.
So is Flo turning into a flop or something like that? That's not that bad? Wow. Yeah. I mean, it looks awful, but they're saying the winds are down precipitously, and that would. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because doesn't that mean the water stays? That's what they were saying. It's not the wind, it's the water. But I was looking on this thing after it was going through the eye, and you got all these reporters standing out there just being blown around by the wind, which is a very interesting way for about 30 seconds, and then you get tired of that crap. Why are these people flopping around in these big winds?
All right.
I guess it's a big drama or something like that. By the way, we have an interview coming up, and we're going to do our final Sicilian moment for today. So don't forget about it.
That's right.
I hear they made a statue of the original pharmacist. It was a drug bust. Forget about it.
We played that one. No? You just... All right. Now we're back on the show. All right. I want to thank another person. That's Brandy Watkins out there in Orlando. I hope you weren't carrying a cup of coffee or something, because, I don't want to be sued for you getting a burn. But I want to thank you for all the for listening, and I understand you listen every week.
Yep.
And you happen to be related to, Stan, and you have my sympathy, of course. So that's your daughter, right?
She's my littlest angel.
Your little daughter. So nice. And you said very nice things about her. So.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome.
Do you hear that, Brandy? He said very nice things about you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's have Deanna Lorraine. What do you think there, Stan?
I think it's a good idea.
Hit it.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Ladies and gentlemen, a woman who's passionate about making love great again. Writer, TV, radio, and blog star, she crushes feminists like you'd eat walnuts. Matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, love goddess, Deanna Lorraine. Hi, Deanna. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm jet setting today.
You're doing what? You're jet setting?
Jet setting today.
And where are you going?
I'm going to St. Louis.
Whoa.
Want to meet me in St. Louis?
You know what? I'm going to meet you in St. Louis. How's that?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to forego my massage and my 2 drinks and going into a coma and come up Friday as well.
Cool.
All right. And just to meet you. Well,
are you going to see me speak?
Yes, I will. I'll see you speak. My girlfriend, Lisa Strasser, has to go to a stupid wedding somewhere.
A stupid wedding?
Yeah, they're all stupid weddings, aren't they?
Wait, that begs the question, why aren't you going there with her?
Well, because I wanted to go to this political thing, and it's a friend of hers relatives. Okay, come on. Do I have to go to that, really?
I know. I totally threw you on the spot there.
Yeah, this is important. This doesn't happen very often in St. Louis.
I know. It's kind of a tough decision because it's me and it's the whole political conference or being a date to this wedding. So it's difficult. I get it.
No, even she gets it. How's that? She gets it, too.
Oh, wow. She just wins like 20 cool points as a cool girlfriend.
No, that's why, I love the girl, and, we'll see where that goes.
She's awesome. I love her.
Hey, is jealousy good or bad for relationships?
My thoughts on that is that jealousy is actually important in some ways because it means that you freaking care. You are passionate about each other. You have feelings for each other, and you're protective of each other. You should be protective about those things and people that you care about. I actually don't like it when a guy is just not jealous at all. I'm like, do you care? So I think a little healthy amount of jealousy is good. It's when jealousy gets way out of whack and jealousy turns into mad suspicion when it's unwarranted. That's when it gets, I think, unhealthy levels.
So if a guy is sort of like not real jealous, doesn't act jealous, do you go out of your way to try to get him to be jealous?
No, I normally don't, although I think every girl is guilty of that a little bit, like, okay, I want to just see if he cares, maybe test him a little bit, but I try not to do that, and it's not good to do that, I know. See, my reaction to that is if I think a gal is going out of her way to make me jealous, I back away. I just say, you know what, if you're going to be like that, I don't want Yeah, it makes you like, you're like, well, two can play at this game, right?
Oh, well, but I don't go out and do stuff. I don't go there. I just say, if you want to do this, that's fine. I just don't want to be around you. Yeah. And that's my answer. Life is too short to play those kind of games, for me anyways.
It is too short, but it's also too short to not express your feelings and your protectiveness and care for the one that you love.
Hey, I've got a news flash here. Did you know President Trump is responsible for Hurricane Flo, according to the Washington Post and the head of the DNC, Tom Perez? How did they know? How did they find this out?
Know. They did a DNA test on the storm, and they found out that the DNA is Trump's.
Did he sleep with Flo, too? Oh, my God, that guy gets around.
What's hilarious is that Trump is responsible for all these storms, but he's not responsible for the booming economy. Yeah. How do you factor that?
Because it was Obama's economy.
Apparently, it was Obama's economy. Ever since he pulled out of the Paris Accord agreement, I knew that they were going to be somehow slapping storms on him.
Well, I think it's two parts, and one part is he resents the fact that he's almost eliminated everything he's done in his presidency. That would be Obama. And the other one is Obama's covering up because this investigation that's taking place of the DOJ and the FBI is leading straight to his door at the White House when he was president.
Yeah, if we want to talk about collusion and corruption, that's got Obama's name all over it, right?
Absolutely.
All of these people. The only people that colluded was the DNC.
Yep. Hey, Washington Times claims that Hannity says that Trump is set to fire Mueller. That's after Florence, though.
That might be cool.
Is this a good idea or a bad idea? Is it time, or is it just going to kill us for the elections?
Well, I don't know. All I know is that this investigation it's a hoax. It's just a ruse. There's nothing to it, and it needs to end no matter what. It definitely needs to end. So I trust in his ability to end it when the right time comes. It bothers me because the right people that are committing these crimes are not going to jail, and the wrong people like Paul Manafort and these people who just committed some white collar crimes like tax evasion, they're the ones that are going to jail. Come on.
Well, this also pertains, in my mind, to a cover-up. Mueller was involved. He was the FBI head when they had the Uranium One deal go down under Hillary's State Department and Barack Obama's presidency, and they sold 20% of our uranium, and all of a sudden Hillary was getting about $150 million for their foundation, and Bill was getting $500,000 for an hour's speech in Moscow. Nothing before, nothing after.
Wow.
Right around that deal. And no investigation
nothing to
there.
see here.
This is one huge cover-up.
It is.
That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All right,
it's like toxic feminism of Serena Williams lashing out. What a great way to bring women up and empower women, right?
Yes, and we're going to meet in St. Louis.
Yay!
Maybe Friday, if you're getting in on Friday, and or you're going to be speaking there at Saturday. This is the Phyllis Schlafly Eagles meeting, and it's from the 14th to the 16th. I don't know if you can still get in, but give it a shot.
It's going to be great.
See Deanna Lorraine, the love goddess to the Dave Weinbaum show. By the way.
Yeah, join me on Twitter.
Yes.
Deanna Lorraine 7, YouTube Deanna Lorraine 7. All my action and my latest media is on there, too.
By the way, Lisa insisted that I take up gardening. So I went out and got plowed. Ladies and gentlemen, Deanna Lorraine. She'll be in St. Louis this weekend. Thank you, Deanna. Look forward to meeting you.
See you soon. Meet you in St. Louis.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy, that's a kick right there, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, what did Randy want?
No, it was Lee from Richland.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't Trump that caused the hurricane. It was Stormy Daniels.
Oh, I thought the implication was that because he did things with Stormy, he also did things with Flo.
Oh.
See, that's what I thought the implication was. And speaking of that, we're back on the show. Are we hurried or anything or what?
Oh,
we have another break to take, don't we?
Yeah, we have one more break.
All right, we got one more break, and then if I took that break, I could be pretty much unfettered. We got a couple extras.
Yeah, we got to do.
Why don't I do this? Because I put the Belushi thing back on, and I'm going to put it on until the election, because I don't want you guys to get complacent. You got to fight this battle, and the way you fight it is you got to get your butts off the couch and go fight it by voting. You're not going to get in a fight with guns and knives and things like that. You're going to go to the voting polls. That's how you fight back. All right, so call the show, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Have you ever gone to a car dealership where they tried to tack on a bunch of hidden fees to that low price? I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees either. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. Shop around and compare prices, but give us the opportunity to earn your business. Next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come see us at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located on South Bishop and Rolla, next to Mandarin Gardens, or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Are you concerned about the quality of your private well water, or do you need water qualified testing for a home loan or a refinance? Ozark Testing, a division of Anderson & Associates, is a state-certified drinking water lab offering testing for total chloroform and E. coli with a 30-hour result turnaround. We also offer engineering, architectural engineering, civil design, land surveying, materials testing, and geotechnical investigations. Please call us today at 573-364-8900 or visit us at 1511 Watts Drive Drive in Rolla for more information.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage. Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit a1techofrolla.com.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Hey! What's this lying around shit? Well, what the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
War's over, man. Wormer dropped the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Germans? Forget it, he's rolling.
It ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on!
Okay, that's just the beginning of the Bluto speech. And
Belushi?
Yeah.
Belushi or Bluto?
Well, that was his name during the film, Bluto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was John Belushi playing. You know, he's been dead for 34 years.
God, it's been a long time.
Yeah. What a talent he was.
Yeah.
And his brother, Jim, I don't know if he still acts or not. He's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
But Henry Antelak, my friend Henry, who used to live in town, lives in Kansas City now. One of the sponsors of Forum Dental. You ought to go there if you... Oh, that's what I wanted to mention, too, by the way. The sponsors. Listen to me. You know, there's a reason this show is a success. And some of it is because of the fact that we have great sponsors who pay money to be on this show. And they've been loyal, amazingly loyal to the show. Even when I changed stations, all of them came over. Some of them might have stayed for, did both. But they thought they were going to get all my sponsors. How'd that work out for you? Give me a call, 573-364-4433. So all these sponsors here. So I would like to ask a favor of my audience. Would you please spend your money at these sponsors when you have a choice? I mean, if you got a better deal somewhere, I understand. But give them a shot, will you please? I appreciate that. And if you want to be a sponsor to the show, call me personally at 573-578-2700. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You know what? You're not on the contest now. All right.
That's right.
Do I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll? Out of stand here. Okay, I'm picking. I'm not looking. I'm picking at it. Okay, I got it down to one. All right, lady. Give me another drum roll, will you? Oh, come on. This is BS. Oh, my God. I hate to almost read it, but I'm honest, all right?
That's right.
The winner is Ron from Davisville. What the hell's that about?
Good job.
Come on. I mix these things up. I didn't look at them, I promise. All right, Ron from Davisville, and he's won before, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a lucky sumbitch. I want to. You know what, Ron? We're going to Vegas sometime because I'm going to hang around you. You're a winner. All right, give me the numbers for the lottery, too. Anyways, you got to call Connor at A1 Tech, 573-578-2700.
573-458-9175. That's 573-458-9175.
See, he's got you on that, too. Now, if he does his phone number once, he always does it twice. And now you're doing it.
Well, I didn't realize. Maybe that was something that just was unconscious. All right, we're going to play the rest of the...
Trump Dog? Or you want to do
Oh, yeah, I forgot Trump Dog. Let's do Trump Dog. All right, hit it.
We will do what has never been done. Scan the household pet's mind to translate his thoughts into words. Now, the subject today will be my own dog, Max. Max, speak.
Woof, woof, woof. Hi, I'm Max. It's me, Max. I like Park and Leash, and I like Trump. He's my man. Donald Trump is our president. He carried the Electoral College fair and square.
This can't be right. Did you know your dog likes Trump?
He doesn't.
I absolutely do. I know Trump has issues, but one big change is better than business as usual. The Dow is up 2,700 points since he was elected. What's not to like?
I'm sorry, but you're just a dog. You don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me, Helen, but yes, I do. Stinking helmet. I can't believe you put this on me.
I can't believe you're saying this. You're supposed to be my best friend.
And as your friend, I don't want to see your tax dollars going to health care for illegals.
Explode. What about his record on women's rights? Don't you want me to have a choice over my own body?
You didn't afford me a choice when you cut off my balls.
Oh, my God. That does, is that old on anybody? Does anybody out there think it's not funny? All right, call the show, 573-364-4433, and let me know if you don't think that's funny. I mean, come on. Anyways, I want to just briefly go through this, and we're going to play a couple of the more extras on Belushi, and that is on my website, which is DaveWeinbaum.net. And why can't I find this now? This is so dumb. All right, where is this? Oh, on DaveWeinbaum.net. The Swedes go conservative. They elect a conservative person. They got tired of all the illegal immigrants, and apparently they got tired of what? Socialism. We don't want to go there. Lisa Page, the girlfriend of Peter Strzok, interned with Bubba. The FedEx Finals next week. The Best 30 play. Oh, okay. And Deanna Lorraine on Nike's colon cancer. Jared, he's a 7-footer, this guy. Looks like it anyways, compared to Bolton. That's Trump's Jewish son-in-law. I've never seen a 7-foot Jew. Anyways, they're trying to fix the Middle East up. Pelosi says they need new blood, except for her. And Laura Loomer chases down Ellison, and it's got the podcasts of past shows, quotes and jokes, and apparently the radio stations are reading this on their programs. So what the hell? What do you got to lose? All right, now hit it for the.
Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst. Oh, we're afraid to go with you, Pluto. We might get in trouble. Well, just kiss my ass from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this! Warmer, he's a dead man! Marmalade, dead! Niemeyer! Dead! Pluto's right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards. Now, we could fight them with conventional weapons. That could take years and cost millions of lives. No. No, in this case, I think we have to go all out. I think this situation absolutely requires a really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part. We're just the guys to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it!
and getting ready to have a great weekend. I hope you guys are going to St. Louis, meet Deanna Lorraine and all the other conservatives up there, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, and a bunch of others. Thank you so much for listening to my show, and I hope your weekend is good. And remember, get it off your chest and get off the couch. All right. Thank you. And goodbye. KKID.